Well, good noon, everybody. It is Saturday, October 6th. October 6th. What is it, Star Wars? October 6th. I'm Gunnar and call me Dine, and it's time to pick up onto the end game of Mystic Quest Remastered. Let me get my cursor out of the way. Last time we defeated Pazuzu, restored the Wind Crystal without too much trouble against him himself. His dungeon, on the other hand, was a different matter, but coming here to talk to Otto. We restored the Crystal of Wind, but we still have Captain Mac to worry about. Spencer said you would help. Please help us find a way to help, Dad. Let's speak of this later. There's someone here I think you would like to meet. He's Batman. Oh, no. Who is that? Reuben! Long time no see, bitch. Reuben, are you okay? Yeah, and who's this young lady with you? I'm Kaylee from Foresta. Nice to meet you. I'm Reuben from Fireburg. Now, guess what I found when I fell? What? A stairway to the top of the focus tower. A stairway? That stairway is only reachable by sea, but I've got it. If we reach Captain Mac, you may be able to get there. But how? Go to Spencer's tunnel, set a bomb there, which will destabilize the land Captain Mac's ship is sitting on. That will make it fall into the lake. The Spencer's tunnel is caved in. If you power the Rainbow Road machine with Thunder Rock, you can reach Spencer's place. I'm sure the Mobius Crest is there. Dad will know about this. I'm coming too. I've always wanted to see Fireburg. And there you go. One line that changes the direct course of the end game. No more getting rid of Kaylee so she can look over Norma. She is coming with us. Okay, let's all go to Fireburg. So Reuben is in the party. He'll be with us for the rest of the game. He's healed up. That's okay. Now, I'll give him a high potion. He's not worth using magic on right now. So we still have this fetch quest to go back to Fireburg, but to make it more interesting, I've got a couple of bosses to fight on the way. Since I took care of the battlefields that haven't been cleared out yet, here's our first. This boss fight is Ogopogo. You may remember that from the US version of Final Fantasy IV. I don't remember what they called him in the original, but that's okay. Not just cast Angel's Bless, hit him with everything you've got. And even though he hits hard, you should still survive the fight. Especially with Reuben in the party. Last time I fought this guy, I just had Ben and Kaylee. So it was close. So I'll put Ben on healing duty, since he's the fastest. And has the most MP by far. Of course, he's level 85. I gave about 5 levels of him just clearing out the battlefields up to this point the other day. That is pretty much how every boss fight in the rest of the game is going to go. Boy, topped off on healing items, so no problem there. Could hurt though. Fortunately, it hits everyone but only once. And unfortunately, this guy is not susceptible to the Dragon Claw status ailments, but he's dead. No experience for Reuben. That's okay. He'll catch up anyway. So plenty of item drops. Ben is level 90, and for that we get the ribbon. And I mentioned last time that the ribbon is bugged. It will prevent all status ailments, but also prevent you from getting stat boosts in battle as well. However, it's still worth giving to Benjamin. And I guess I'll just revive Reuben here and heal up in Fireburg before I take on the other boss. See, the downside to this fetch quest being more annoying in this version than in the original is because you have to go through these areas. And we'll get to see how the Alive Forest has changed as well. So I just start at the bridge, make your way back out through the main entrance. And that's all there is to it. You might run into random encounters in there. They're kind of sparse in that region. That's really the only place you can fight some of those enemies anymore, aside from the world map. Okay, back to the focus tower. Yeah, Reuben and I know the focus tower well. That was complete garbage to get rid of her last time. I mentioned last time Kaylee knows the focus tower better than Reuben does. Okay, back to Fireburg. Oh, that was uneventful. No battles at all. Rest up first. Yeah, Tristram and Spencer aren't in here in this version. I thought that bunny girl was the was the hostess for the inn. I was running on autopilot. Of course, you couldn't talk to her before. Tristan was in the way. Now I can talk to Arian. Or Taloon, as I call him. Arian, have you ever heard of Thunder Rock? Of course, here, take this one. It's rare to find, so don't lose it, will you? Nope, that was it. This is easy. But I've got a boss to fight. And Ruben's best weapon to get. So I'll come back up and around in here and take care of him. Oh no, I'm not fighting these guys. They are so not worth it. Too much HP, too little experience. So this is the final battlefield boss, Bahamut. I'm reminded of someone made a flash animation based on Final Fantasy V for their final project in a Japanese class. You can probably find it online somewhere, and Bahamut's the final boss. It's actually pretty good. The main characters are all students. And random encounters are homework, bosses are tests, and surprise quizzes and such. And the bad guy was probably the real teacher of that class too. It doesn't really specify, but I'd wager it was. Probably the main characters were real guys too, based on actual students in the class. Oh, his Mega Flare is faster than my Kiragi, but not as powerful. He shouldn't go down without too much trouble. It is possible to beat this guy while you have Phoebe and Ruben, but it's best to try and take him on once you have Angel's Blast too. Just that added attack power makes it a lot easier. That's why I didn't fight him before. So that takes care of that. We get Bahamut's tail. Not a trophy item. It is Ruben's best weapon. Oh, that's the Morning Star. Lowers the speed even further, but that's okay. Look at that attack boost. That is worth it. That is worth the exchange. Okay, we're done with the fetch quest. Back to India. No, you guys aren't worth it. I already told you that. And that takes care of all the battlefields. I already mentioned that. Lizard men. These guys are even more pathetic than those desert hags. Now, even though this is going to cover the endgame and final boss, I'm not going to announce my next project at the end of this video. I'll do it at the end of the next one, since I've already mentioned that the bonus video will be considered part of the walkthrough. Just the circumstances for fighting the final boss, and then going back and fighting the bonus bosses is a lot easier. Regular Spain is in the chat. He's asking what system is this for. This is for PC. This is a fan remake using RPG Maker. If you look in the video descriptions of previous parts, you'll find the download link. And this is version 1.7a. But I spoke with the developers, they're working on the next version already, so I'll definitely be finishing this before they release it. Fought them before. Oh, unable to escape. What? I outnumber him 3-1. I can kill him in one round. How am I unable to escape? Yeah, he went down in 2 hits. Oh, come on, I got a random encounter while walking into town. I wonder if that's just a game bug or an RPG Maker bug. Okay, one more rest stop. The primary reason is there's a boss you have to fight on the ship. If you're not prepared for it, he can be difficult. Yeah, this game on the Super NES was actually quite good, even though it hasn't quite aged very well. It's still very fun, very basic, very simple, very easy to get into. I really don't understand all the hate for it. Found some Thunder Rock, huh? Of course, I said all that in my Let's Play of the original, too. If it's fun, if you enjoy it, then it's a good game. Power completed. Now you can go to Spencer's place. Thanks, Otto. And getting to Spencer's place and getting the Mobius Crest is actually a lot easier in this version. It's a lot more straightforward, anyway. So take the back exit, walk around Pazuzu's tower, and there you go. So no music, just the rustling of waves. That's Dad's ship! Whoa. Let's throw this grenade below the ship. We may disturb the ground just enough for it to fall. We can't do that. Dad's inside and the ship may sink. But we don't have any other choice, Kaylee. Looks like Spencer didn't manage to finish building the bridge. It's the only way. Fine, but I can't look. Ready, and... Bat bomb. Or, never mind, bigger. So that adjusts the world map. The ship does fall. We did it. Better head back to India. Not quite. Come over here first and get the Mobius crest. Right in plain sight. Seeing as we needed to actually get to the ship. Let's come back around here and head for the inn in Windia. That'll let us get to the ship. So, teleport. And we're at the ship dock. I love this arrangement of the music, by the way. The tempo music's probably the best one that got changed in this arrangement for this remake. So, no Moss is in here. It's a lot smaller than in the original. I have to just come in here, into the cabin. Hey, you, come over here, get this. Come shift this box off me, I'm stuck. That's Captain Mac. And he can't even push the box to save himself. Thank you for helping me. I've been trapped here since my ship got beached up on that cliff. Did you rescue my ship? Actually, we did, Dad. My Kaylee, is that really you? I was worried about you when you heard of the news. You look awful. I'm okay, but I have some bad news. The crystals? Because we saved all of them now. The world is back to normal again. You're the Knights of the Prophecy, I presume. You're the second one to tell me that. I'm Benjamin, but I'm no knight from the Prophecy. Prophecy or not, you're the only one who can save this world from the clutches of the Dark King. The prophecy is long foretold. Dad, tell us about the prophecy later. Let's cure your wounds in Windia first. But, so Captain Mac joins the party as a guest. He's level 40, classified as a regal guest. And so he'll act on his own in battle. Let's push that crate inside so no one will ever get trapped in there again. I can actually walk on my own to India. Hey Mac, you don't look like in any condition to go alone. Wait for us. Oh, shaking. Earthquake. What was that? Don't tell me we've disturbed. By the gods, this Leviathan, the king of the seas. Let us help you, Mac. So, yep, surprise boss. Those who disturb my slumber will all perish. That's how he spoke. I didn't have time to come with the voice. So we gotta fight Leviathan. That same deal. Use Angel's Blessing and hit him with everything you got. Mac will act on his own. He'll either attack or heal. He will pretty much waste all his MP very quickly. This guy's not hard. He's just meant to have an excuse to use Captain Mac in battle at least once, seeing as this is the only fight you have to use him in. I did try to take on one of the bonus bosses with him. Actually, both of them. I got slaughtered on the second one. The first one, I did alright for a little while, but just wasn't strong enough to beat him in the end. So once everyone's level 60, you have a better chance of beating the first one. No, this fight's not hard. Oh, Mac's paralyzed, can't move. Oh well. We'll do more damage than he will anyway. Actually, I probably should be having Kaylee attack just in case he's susceptible to some status ailments. Seeing as the Dragon Claw takes care of everything at once, you'll need to use Ruben's attacks or any spells that can cause status ailments. That doesn't look like it. I attack with Ruben, you can do triple attack. Okay, that's a little threatening. Yeah, the Angel's Bless will wear off after about a half dozen turns, but better to heal first. He took care of it for us. That's the downside of guests. You never know how they're going to act, and just may do redundant things. But fortunately, I'm all right. We knew this. The nice thing is the stat boost affects the current turn too, so Ruben will get that extra attack boost right away. Yeah, he should go down in a couple more turns, which is good because Kaylee's running out of MP. Not that it matters, her regular attack's good enough as is. Just got slowed down a bit thanks to paralysis. Oh well. He's back to normal already. I guess max healing ability cure status almost too, so that was nice of him. So Ben's level 91. Like I said, he'll probably get to 99 before we finish the game. You have done well to defeat me in combat. I will return to the seas and leave you in peace. I will watch you from afar. What? No summon? Oh, that was a close one. I think I will walk with you from now on. Hey, where are you going? Oh, it's Spencer and Tristan. That's right, they do appear again. Spencer? So you've rescued Captain Mac. Yes, I thank you for that. However, there's very disturbing matters regarding the last phase of the prophecy I discovered. Let's see, why don't you head to Aquaria? Phoebe has returned, and I'm sure she would wish to join you on your quest. Okay, yes, I'll head to Aquaria. I'm going to return to my place and continue the treasure hunt with Tristan. Who knows, we may even find something you can make use of. That sounded too much like Ruben's voice that time in a while. That's the downside of not doing practice files. I forget who says what and how I do each voice. Oh well. Whatever works. No need to slam myself over just trying to do all this impromptu. So long as it makes you guys laugh and enjoy the LP, that's the bottom line. But unfortunately, Dark Design decided to double link for that fetch quest. We have to go back to Aquaria and pick up Phoebe. She's too lazy to come get us. So we got to go through this again, back and forth. And this is definitely a bug, because the background should not be the ship right there. When I was doing the battlefield yesterday, I got into a random encounter right in front of the battlefield, and that changed the background to Pazuzu's tower. So that may be a game bug, maybe an RPG Maker bug. But all in all, there are a few minor glitches in this game. There's only one where you could potentially get stuck, and if you save your game in that spot, you're hosed for good. You have to start all the way over. There's basically a grapple point in the final dungeon where you go to where you're not supposed to go. Basically, a block is, you can hookshot through it and end up in blank space with no way out. I found that by accident and almost got stuck. I'll point it out, but probably won't actually hookshot into there. You guys aren't worth fighting. So go to Phoebe's house and she'll be the final party member. And she's joined us more than anyone else in this game. Good to see you again, Phoebe. Benjamin! No, is that really you, Captain Mac? How? All thanks to Benjamin, Kaylee, and Ruben here. Hi, Phoebe. We meet again, Phoebe. Now that we're all here, I must now tell you all the last piece of prophecy, something that doomed us all. Please tell us what you've learned. The one behind the four darker is darker than the night, and rises amidst the land. You save the crystals, but our real enemy is the Dark King. He's in the Focus Tower, the last stronghold for his doomed castle. You must take my ship to get there. But won't you come with us? No, the prophecy tells only of the four virtuous knights, those knights of you four. It is no coincidence that all of you met as you have. It was fate, or destiny, shall I say, that brought you all together to face the near wrath of the Dark King. Now please, you must not delay any further. Confront the Dark King in his castle, and hurry before it is too late. I will stay here and watch over the towns. So, is it decided? Are we all going? I will follow you to the ends of the earth. Let's end this once and for all. I'll provide you with all support with my magic. Well then, let's go. So Mac leaves the party, but Phoebe joins. They'll all probably end up about level 50, well, especially Ruben. And like I said before, Phoebe is the slowest to gain level, so it's kind of tempting to give her the Scholar's Ring, but her defense drops so much that I didn't need to do that. So I'll give her the Magic Ring, prevent silence, or whatever you want, really. So she'll catch up quickly. Now this is the final party for the game. We're going to see them entirely for the rest of the project, too. So we gotta go back to Windia again and get on Mac's ship and get attacked right before the spot. Well, in one sense it doesn't really matter, because when I got to Windia a few minutes ago, I got attacked even on the panel, on the tile. Fortunately, I can pretty much run from every random encounter that I don't need to fight or don't want to fight. In fact, actually, the enemies in the final dungeon really aren't worth fighting, because they don't give as much experience compared to enemies in previous dungeons. But there are, of course, the preset encounters that you have to fight through if you can't get around them. Okay, Live Forest, almost there. This is the longest of the 3 areas before Windia. And the Kite Temple. Now, once Phoebe becomes stronger, especially once she learns Meteor at level 80, it's probably best to unequip her bow and give her a shield, so she can just boost her defenses that much more and make her a full-time mage. So for the end game, that is definitely worthwhile. Definitely a must for the bonus bosses, because a few points in defense boost can make a difference. I found that out the hard way a few times, and I need to go back to the end. That's where the ship is. Okay, just like before on the original game, just walk up to the helm and push the button. See, this time you actually have control. Okay, this time you actually have control of the ship, even though you can't cross under any of these bridges. This music is the only place you'll hear it in this game. I don't know if it's something original comes from a different game. Come over here, we have a little mini area, Cliffs of the Sirens. And with a high encounter rate, so we'll be fighting a few of these. Of course, if you're familiar with the Odyssey, sirens are quite annoying. Not too bad in here. Not susceptible to instant death, I'm pretty sure. But the Dragon Claw still takes care of them. So, 5,000 experience, not too bad. We've seen better. But just pass through here. You'll probably get 3, maybe 4 encounters in here. With varying numbers. Oh, nice. One shot. That's the most damage we've seen in the game so far, too. And go ahead and use any MP in here, because there is a healing point between here and the Doom Castle. So don't worry if you haven't healed up before coming here. Even though it's expensive, but by this time money is no object. Man, last time I got through with only three encounters, both coming and going. But yeah, Phoebe also has Mega Flare, so let's spam that. May not finish them all off, but that's okay. Oh, nope, not quite. Darn. Oh well, press and repeat. Broke the record again, man. Finished him. I should have Benjamin use Holy Jaw. Okay, good. I'm out. Now, if you come here, you can land on this island, Moogle Island. Sure enough, we were told about this place a long time ago. I see you brought a Koopa nut with you, Koopa. That's our delicacy. For your kindness, I will let you into our village. So, talking about the Chocobo Forest, we already knew about those. So, free healing for 1,500 gil. The link to download, if you go to my channel here on Twitch and just look at any of the other videos that are Let's Play Mystic Quest Remastered, or if you go to my YouTube channel, which has the same username, Gun on Dine, and just go to any of the videos on there. Also got a shop in here to restock on everything except elixirs, which is what I really need later on. Okay, the Deathbringer and the Village of the Dwarves, they are underneath the Libra Temple. Or not the Libra Temple, the Sand Temple. And getting the Deathbringer requires fighting the first bonus boss. Here we're back inside the Focus Tower, sneaking in from below. Use the Sky Coin, and here we are in Doom Castle. And like I said, you have to go through all 4 mini areas to get to the final boss. So I'm going to get through these as quickly as possible. Especially since most of these enemies are rehashes. Actually fought that skeleton a while back. He was guarding a chest in the when I came through here with Ruben before going to India. Plenty of chests at least, including more stat boosting items for Ben. And once again, this is awesome Final Dungeon music. Even though it's arranged. That's okay. I fought you, skeleton. Let's see what this guy looks like. So, Minotaur Zombie and a Shadow. Rehashes of enemies from the original. I say the shadows are going to be more annoying. I could be wrong. But the Dragon Claw is a great equalizer. It will kill almost all enemies in one hit. That wasn't too bad. 7,500. And I can avoid these guys as much as possible from now on. No. No choice with him. Now, if I remember correctly, Kaylee is going to be the second fastest character after Benjamin. I think Phoebe kind of catches up when she gets into the 90s. But that usually makes Kaylee a better choice for your secondary healer. Because there will be times when fighting the bonus bosses where you'll need to heal twice in one round. Okay, first rehash of the crystal bosses.
The Dark King has restored us. Now it's payback time. How can I speak when I don't have any vocal cords?
Of course, the Skullrus Rex actually has skin and bones. Now, we've seen this before. Even if he has minions, just take them out alongside the boss. I've got plenty of ethers and potions to take care of healing outside of battles. So one shadow down. And sometimes it may be better to use magic, sometimes not. It really depends on how much physical damage you can do. If it's close to the same, just stick with physical attacks. I'd say Kaylee is the weakest physical fighter overall, even though she gets the Dragon Claws, but that makes up for it. Okay, looks like this guy's not susceptible to anything. That's okay, he's no threat either. Probably better to have Kaylee heal though. Triple attack, triple attack. Always use double or triple attack with Ruben. There's no point in him doing regular attacks anymore. Am I doing less damage? Oh, the attack up hasn't worn out yet. That's kind of weird. Oh, I forgot to see if I could give anything better to Ruben. Oh well. Not like I'm in any danger of dying. As Pitt would say, extinctified! The best level 93. I'm still thinking he's going to get to level 99, especially since there will be some fights I still have to do. I guess what we got. Okay, you can equip the Moon Helm. And the Mithril Breastplate. I'll go ahead and keep him with the Warrior Bracelet. And what about Phoebe? Nothing. Okay, moving on. Okay. Nice stairwell, thankfully no enemies. And we're back in the water area. These jellyfish are back. I don't know if they're buffed up before. Oh, yep, stingers. But are they worth fighting? Of course, in this case, I have no choice. I have to hit the switch. One down. Ouch. Oh, a full Nelson from a jellyfish. That would hurt like hell, man. I lived down on an island, and we always knew when jellyfish season was coming around, stay away from them for God's sake, never let yourself get stung by a jellyfish. I never got stung myself, but I know someone who did, and he still has nightmares about it, even though it wasn't very poisonous. He was in excruciating pain. So just from that, watching the jellyfish forest scene from Finding Nemo, I still wince every time I hear that sting sound that they threw in there. Okay, well, if I want the treasure, I've got to fight him. In fact, the box jellyfish off the coast of Australia is considered the world's deadliest animal. Their venom is just so potent and so powerful. There may be snakes in South America that have stronger poison. I've seen conflicting reports. Either way, they're all bad news. Okay, Phoebe's got Curaja, so she can be our third healer if necessary. Okay, gotta work your way around the outer perimeter of the area. I don't know if there's any switches on here. Nah, guys, I hate these guys. Nah, guys, I hate these guys. That didn't sound like Indiana Jones at all. That was another Batman voice. Okay, I'll have to fight some of these, but I can get around the first one at least. All the more to help Benjamin get to level 99 before we finish. That's one thing I've got to do is grind all the others to get into the 90s before I fight the bonus bosses and get ready for the last video. That won't take more than a couple of hours. Unfortunately, this weekend is ripe with pockets of time covering a couple of hours each. Okay, move down, thank you. Okay, top right is the way forward. This leads to some more treasure. And we all know red chests usually contain equipment. Another ice ring. That was unnecessary. There's a robe in here for the mages. Come back up and around here. More treasure. More stingers. Get out of my way. I want that treasure. Thank you. Or should I say, get out of my way? That's probably going to be my first big catchphrase, really. Of course, I'm really not trying to become a famous LP or like the Runaway Guys are. I just do this for fun. Never know. May get popular in 10 years. The sorcerer is from Pazuzu's tower. I was fighting him for shits and giggles. Of course, he surprised me too, so he deserves to die. And that was kind of pointless. Alright. Second rehash boss. I don't know if he's called the Stone Golem in this one. It looks more like a Fire Golem this time. Oh, I'm not going to use an elixir. That'd be a total waste. What am I thinking? Okay, ready.
This is as far as you'll be going.
So, yep, he's called the Fire Golem this time. Same strategy. Just get rid of those werewolves. Or, yep, not Cerberuses this time. They're still werewolves. I'll probably take them out in one round. Oh yeah, that extra hit from Ruben will help. And rinse and repeat. This guy won't last very long at this rate. Well, he may have some damaging attacks, we'll see. Of course, Ruben will be the usual heaviest hitter. The rest can provide support as necessary. If they can hit. Phoebe's bow is hurting him pretty hard, too. You know you're doing well if you can finish off the boss before your stat boost wear off. And if he keeps wasting his turns, that'll be very easy. Won't have to heal. Actually, I talked about this with the Ice Golem too. He kept boosting himself with abilities he would not end up even using. Quake God's not really a threat. Of course, if he keeps doing it, he'll eventually have to heal. Not like healing with KLH, you don't need to do it. Even though she ended up wasting her turn. Now, okay, the stat boost wore off. I guess I'll just save my MP with Ben. He's probably gone before long anyway. Yep, he's toast. Toastified the fire girl. In this case, I extinguished him. That should be good enough. Another stairwell. And the fire region. More grapple points. Oh, that's close. Fire ring. I do kind of wish this game had better accessories. They just seem so generic. Now we get find our old friends from the mine with their delicious amount of experience. Well, I got cocky because Ruben still may not finish him off without the triple attack. He's gone anyway. So 96, Ben has 3 levels to go. Think I'll make it? He may or may not. There's one red chest in here I definitely want to get, though I think it's not until the wind region. There's nothing more over here. I'll head to the left side and up. Shadows, I think 3 of them together will get some decent experience. They attack 3 times each. Maybe. I guess they just have regular double and triple attacks too. Finish him. Thank you, Ben. About 15,000. Enough to help Ben get to that top. Anyway, top level. Another red chest. Is it worth it? I'm about to find out. Gotta fight the flame demon. Yep, same fire enemies from the map. Decent experience, but we've seen so many of them, it doesn't really matter anymore. Magic ring. Already have plenty of those. Plenty of consumables to restock the supply. Go back down. Thank you. Yeah, a lot of enemies from the mine and lava dome region you'll also fight in here again. Alright, done with the looting. Gotta get back to the actual boss. Oh, gotta push him from the top up here. Oh, regular encounter. Now I might as well fight him. Oh, that would have been cool if all 3 had missed. Triple dodge. Alright, 1 round. Good job, guys. Oh, there's level 97. Yeah, he's going to get to level 99. There's no way he can't, because there are plenty of forced fights in the next region, too. And as I said before, have Phoebe do out-of-battle healing. simply because of her double potion ability in effect, even outside of battle. Okay, time for... We're going to enjoy winning this time! I was going to say that, though, we did this joke before. And so it's the Twin Head Wyvern. Oh, he's not... They changed it from Twin Head Hydra to Twin Head Wyvern? Oh, I was going to do the Kingdom Hearts. Get up on the Hydra's back! Get up on the Hydra's back for the entire dang battle! Since I forgot to do it with in the volcano. Curse you, Dark Design! You ruined my joke! Terrifier. Ow! Ouch! Oh, ouch! That definitely hurt Phoebe. I gotta stop laughing and start paying attention. You got full life. Manager, you're wasting it on Ruben. I sure wonder if the Dragon Sword would have done more damage than Excalibur on this guy. Don't really know, though. Might as well have Phoebe use Mega Flare, too. Well, that did less damage than the Terrifier, at least. Well, this guy's definitely tougher than the others so far. He'll go down in a few more turns, at least. Well, to heal or not to heal, better play it safe. Now, I don't know if the face is melting off the thing's right head or if it's just a mask or something like that, but that's actually a pretty cool sprite. Whereas the left head looks normal. I guess they needed to find some way to differentiate themselves when they're having their self-arguments. Okay, that is a worrisome mana drain, but not too bad. He still got half his MP. And if the battle is going to be prolonged, one recommendation is to have Phoebe use ethers on them in the battle, just to bring their MP back up by that much more with only one ether. That actually comes in very handy against the bonus bosses. Oh, Ben's level 98. 3 down, 1 to go. Then the Dark King. Okay. More ethers. Perfect. Ready to go for the wind area. Now, I did mention the wind area is where you can get stuck. I'll try and point it out. It's about right here, or maybe it's in the top left corner. Those panels along the bottom side of the floor I'm looking at, the hookshot's not supposed to go through those. There's one point where the hookshot will go through and pull you over and get you stuck on a panel of blackness. I'm going to be fighting these guys enough as is. There's this nice little narrow walkway. Got more treasure up here. I want the red chest. It has the only other piece of armor for the mages. Oh no. You guys gave me enough trouble last time. Another power up. So I can fight the zoo right now if I wanted to. But I'm still looting. Oh, I walked right into that one. No, the place that you can get stuck is right next to the red chest. Anyway. Let's take these guys out. Like I said before, these are the guys inside Pazuzu's tower I usually use for grinding purposes. Especially when Kaylee or Phoebe gets level 80, you learn Meteor, you can one-shot them all with it. So that makes grinding a little bit easier. Even though you have to go back to town and heal up, but that's not a problem. And the experience is good enough that they're worth it, even now. 16,000 isn't bad. Like I said, that red chest is the one I want. And gotta go all the way back around for it. Oh, snap. Okay, here we go. Okay, don't need to fight those guys after all. Just went around them. Okay, the Saint Robe. Give that to either one of your mages. Okay, up to 138. Yeah, give it to Phoebe. She's got the lower defense. Fortunately, Kaylee can still take the Mystic Cloth, which we stole from Tristram all the way back at the beginning of the game. That's so fun. Oh shoot, I may have to go this way after all. Or just come back around this way. Excellent. Oh no, run away! Give me enemies that are worth fighting at least. I'm gonna fight one more battle. That way Ben will get to level 99 after the boss. Yeah, I should just rely on the Dragonfly to get instant KOs. Ah, Reliance failed. Especially since Excalibur hits these guys for like half their HP. Like so. You missed again, Kaylee! Come on! Okay, change of plans, have Kaylee attack the third one. Yeah, why waste a potential instant KO when the guy has less than a quarter of his HP left? Wait a sec, he needed like 26,000! How's he gaining extra experience? Is it the Venus Shield? I don't know, but he's at level 99. And that's okay with me. I just saved, but forced to have it. I know I lost you last time! This time I know I will win! Okay, no need to change up the strategy. I didn't really heal up, but that wasn't necessary. Need to heal. Hit him with Mega Flare. Storm of Jupiter. Ouch. Oh, he's got another he's got a potential devastating attack. And we'll see if Courage is faster than Angel's Bless. If not, I could be in trouble. Oh, Psych Shield. So that need to exist here. So let's stick with physical attacks. Or maybe not. The Psych Shield doesn't reflect magic on this one. Well, let's see what happens. Nice critical hit, thank you, man. Ooh, another critical hit. As long as he doesn't spam Storm of Jupiter, he'll go down quickly. Especially with getting more critical hits than I can count right now. White Wind. Oh, come on, that's only going to heal half of what moving and dish out case with one hit. Is he getting slower? Oh, better heal up. Rather than speculate. Or is the fact that I've been doing physical attacks? Casting magic slows you down. Alright, it took him down before Ruben's attack up faded. Alright, so most everyone's level 50. That's okay. I'm gonna check something. Make sure I don't get automatically healed up right before the final boss. Come forward, Benjamin, hero of destiny. The statue's speaking. We crystals will now bless you with our holy lights. Use it well to smite the Dark King. I feel stronger. Benjamin receives Holy Sword skill. That is the best single attack ability in the game. And you will love it. Okay, yep, I got fully healed up, thanks to the crystals. And they're nice enough to give us some more restoratives. Okay, saving from the final door for the final showdown. Enemies in there, but you can't reach them. You just walk up to the Dark King. Dark King, we meet at last. Yeah, I did this before indeed. Now you'll serve me. I don't think I will. Oh, later on I will. Oh, I still hear much. We'll take the prophecy. I just got to start that rumor. Welcome to the power of darkness. Yada yada yada. We did this last time. I hammed it up last time. He just looks really grumpy. I do love the arrangement of the final boss music, though. But you definitely want to hit him hard. So have Ben do Angel's Bless and then spam Holy Sword with him. In fact, you may even want to have Kaylee do nothing but cast Cure Raja. Because Ben and Ruben are now the biggest hitters. Well, Phoebe will provide item support for the most part. And since this is the final battle, don't worry about wasting your elixirs, because when you load the save game, you'll get them all back. Saps health. So, instant pretty much 10,000 with Angel Sword, with Holy Sword. The only thing that beats that is Meteor, since it always does 9999. Holy Sword can do upwards of 12,000 if it hits hard enough. So this guy is going to kind of shift away from the traditional strategy and aim more towards running and doing some bonus bosses. Kaylee's going to be the main healer. Phoebe's going to be doing item support while attacking when she can. While Ben and Ruben will be on full offense. But this guy's not that bad. The latter half of the battle, he'll try to prolong it by healing himself, but as long as you're able to get Holy Sword in, that'll nullify it. As in, undo the damage he just healed. Oh, yeah, he got paralyzed. Is he still paralyzed? Yes, he is. Now I can restore Kaylee's MP in the next turn. Oh, that's the wrong item. Keep your HP topped off and they go down without too much trouble. Just like all the bosses of the original. I can restore Angel's Bless. And use a couple of ethers. I never relied too much on stat boosting spells in games when growing up, but I just learned how much I've been missing, how easier it makes some of these, especially since in some games they're almost a necessity. Dragon Quest games in particular. You sapped my health? Well, punch for you, buddy boy. I took it all away. And then some. With compound interest. He'll probably start healing himself before long. Silence may not matter too much, except on Kaylee, but I think her magic necklace protects her from silence anyway. And for Ruben, it doesn't matter at all. He has no spells at all. No spells whatsoever. And Phoebe also has a magic ring. Wake Machete, it's kind of a cool weapon name. Now, this is proving to be kind of an uneventful final battle. And oh well. Of course, nothing is easier than killing him with Cure in the original. Well, then again, I say that despite the problems I had. I actually got my game over against him on that fight rather than fighting him normally. Yeah, Phoebe can use a turn to attack. Not that it does too much compared to the other guys. Okay, renew the support. Definitely better if restore than MP. So more of an endurance contest than anything else, this guy. Simply because he's got a lot more HP than all the other bosses. I don't know what the official total is, probably 100,000, 200,000. Oh, Meteor, we get to see it in action. Ouch. You missed! How can that miss? Oh! And again, Meteor can miss too. Oh, try not to burp, try not to burp. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry, Phoebe. Unfortunately, Benjamin has full life. Yeah, he's the knight, and of course that's the main support role, but he only gets full life and not regular life. I just don't quite get that. Okay, he's starting to heal himself, which of course means he is wearing down. Ruben will be able to undo most of that. No, 2/3 of it. So some more holy swords. Will definitely keep him from healing up. Definitely give that to Kaylee. Is he gonna alternate between these two? He missed! Oh! Fail! You fail, man! Now that undid the first Kurog. Raja. Okay, good. Making headway again. My voice cracked. I'm not going to bother with Angel's Bless again just yet. If he's not down in a couple more turns, I'll boost everyone again. I may need to do that because double damage from Ruben is very nice. Now he's not healing himself either, so it balances out. Risk versus reward as usual. This fight may seem to drag on a little bit, but it's nothing compared to one of the bonus bosses. Oh. That was going to be so painful. Oh, Big Bang. Oh yes, plenty of status ailments. Not that it really matters too much. Oh, he's gone anyway. He's dead. Victory for us! Kaboom! That was a more impressive explosion than the original. Yes! Yes! We defeated the Dark King! At last, it's all over! The world is safe again.
Can't wait to tell the folks at Firebird.
Yay, old man, we know what you are.
Disguised as a human, I, the crystal of light, have guided and watched over you.
You will can't drive you, keep hope alive, yada yada yada. Use your courage, respect the world. The bright future waits you. Go enjoy all the world has to offer. We've seen this in the other ending. There's more beyond the horizon of our sea. Thank you. We all owe it all to Benjamin.
You make a fine warrior, Benjamin. Stronger than myself, I must say.
Hey, I help too! Come on, everyone, let's all get back to the next ship.
Goodbye, Benjamin.
And we're taking to the ship dock.
The ship's better than new. Take care of it for me, won't ya?
How about taking me along? You'll need an expert treasure hunter. Have a good trip.
Sorry, Benjamin. I've had all the adventure I can stand.
We're going to miss you. Where are you going to go? As far as beyond the horizon will take me. Who knows? Maybe there's a bigger world out there. Don't be gone too long, okay? Goodbye, Benjamin. Thank you for everything you've done to help us. I will miss you. I'm going to miss you guys.
Farewell. 3 cheers for Captain Benjamin. Hip hip hooray.
So that's it. That's the ending. No foreshadowing of him wanting the ship or him going around the world. It just takes us right to the ship dock. And plays out pretty much the same. Oh, we got a stowaway. You're gonna steal all my food, Tristan, and leave me to die starving, stranded in the middle of the ocean again, huh? What are you doing here?
I can't resist when I hear about an adventure. I'm gonna keep an eye on you, kid.
That's Benjamin, you nut. So here we have the ending theme. Very calm and quiet compared to the original, so I'm trying to keep my voice down. That is the main game of Mystic Quest Remastered. The project is not over. I've said many times I'm going to fight the bonus bosses. And that will be the official end of the project then. But again, thanks to Dark Design Studios for making this remake. They did a very good job overall. And again, thank you guys for helping me decide what direction to take my channel in, focusing on remade, remastered games, whether they're just enhanced with a new translation or completely redone from the ground up. It's definitely a twist in Let's Playing that I don't see a lot of people taking. And again, this is the fact that I am the first person to do a Let's Play of this game. Just feels really good, really cool. I was looking at my collection thinking, oh, has someone done a Let's Play of that? Yes, 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 yes. Oh, this one's really obscure. Someone done a Let's Play of that? Yes. No, but this one is perfect. So again, thanks to Dark Design Studios. Great job overall. And is that the same special thanks menu, or is that special thanks menu list? There's a list. But I hope the next version of the game works out well, and you fix some of those game-breaking bugs. Well, that one game-breaking bug and those others that I reported. Mostly, the bugs are just spelling or grammatical errors, and I'm not too picky about those. Hell, I was playing the Ace Attorney games this past week, and the Capcom localization team just made the dumbest mistakes that are still haunting them today, really.
The miracle never happened. Well, in this case it did. We won. We saved the world. We beat the Dark King.
Screw you, Capcom. So we're done thanking the original cast. I think there's just a little bit more. Now the screen changed to pure black. Of course, yep. Get a rehash of the original The End screen. So that takes care of this video. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is a bit shorter than the others, but that's okay. So I'm Dine, call me Dine. Enjoy your weekend. I'm going to finish up another project I'm working on, and then get to grinding to level 99 so I can survive the bonus bosses and show you just how painful they can be.